What's up, my dudes? Yeah, we got a little bit of fire today. At least one of the books that is in here is going to be going into the PC. At least one, okay? I also have 3 books that are for my friend Pete, who is the owner of the LCS that I go to. And I'll show you guys those books. I'm doing him a favor with these 3. And I have some other books that are coming that are going to be his 2 huge books that I don't know when I'm going to receive them, but you will see them. And I hope he gets 9/8 on both. I don't think he will, though, but you never know. You never know. All right. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to do the numbers for a change first. The reason is because I want to explain something about the books. All right, I sent these out almost 6 months on the dot here to Impressive Comics. $10.50 for 3 submissions, right? It came out to $10.50 for this 25 set. So press and clean charges from him were $338. CGC charges were $520.50. Total $869, guys, for 25 books. Get pressed, clean, and graded. So each slab here is costing me $34.76, which actually that's not so bad for a press, clean, and grade, because prices have gone up once again from CGC, and Mr. Kendra also raises prices, but his prices were like low already to begin with anyway, and they're not that high right now. All right. So here's the explanations. See where it says Pete and Lip. 3 of these books belong to Peter, who is a friend of mine. He is the owner of the LCS that I go to, and I'm doing a favor for him on these 3 books. Now, I have more of his books. I don't know when I'm going to receive them, but he gave me some more books. For those, we made a deal, though. All right, and the deal was I got to get some books from him as well, you know, for that lot. But he's got some fire coming, and I hope he gets 9.8s on them. You'll see those, believe me. 2 of those books are huge, okay? All right, for Mr. Lip. Lip is Louis. He's my best friend. I've been wanting to get these books from him for years. 2 books in particular that I wanted from him was Evil Ernie and a Batman 232. Okay, so those will be coming later, and I made a deal with him for $1,650 for his small collection. He is my best friend, so I did not want to cheat him. However, this is looking like it's probably going to be a wash. All right, I might come out just a little bit on top on this, only because I wanted the 2 books for my PC. All right, let's see what's in here now. I want you to guys see something here. Pete and Lip had 2 books that were the same. It was an X-Men 4. And what I did was I said, you know what, whichever one I pull first is Louis, and whichever one I pull second is Pete's. It just so happens that I'm seeing them right here back to back, and I already know the grades anyway because I saw them. But luckily, all right, because I was like, what if one comes back a 9.8 and the other one comes back a 9.6 or a 9.4 or whatever, right? Who do I give the lower grade to? So I said, whoever is the first one is Louis. Whoever is the second one is Peter's. This is the first one, 9.6. And I'm so freaking lucky, man, that the second one is also a 9.6. So there is No debate. Now, I do have some of these also that are my own, okay? But I think I might have sent one in a different. I think I might have sent one in a different submission. All right, but these are there. These were there too, and of course, one of these 9.6s is now mine because I made the deal with Louis. All right, I'm gonna show you the other two books that belong to Pete. Okay, so these are his 3 books. We saw this one already, 9.6. He's going to be happy with this one because I wasn't expecting this one to come in at 9.8. It looked good and everything, but you know what? Mr. Kendra got, see that corner right there? I thought maybe they would gig it because of that, but he was actually that had a little bit of a crush on it. He was able to get that out. For the most part, it does have one little tick right there. And everything else looks actually really nice. He's going to be happy with this. 9.8. I do have an Infinity Gauntlet that I sent in a different submission. I'm probably not going to get that for another month or two. But that one's mine. But I'm glad that Pete got a 9.8 on his. This one is a disappointment because I thought this had a really good shot at a 9.8. But when CGC, you know, when you get a grader that sees something wrong to like a 9.6, usually I would say it's very rare when I can't see the fault. The front of this book was impeccable. See that? Beauty. Look at the colors on that too, man. That it got me big time. I thought this had a shot. That right there is the plastic, and then maybe the corner right there. Maybe the corner, but not even. That's not what they gigged it for. What they gigged it for was right here by the staple. Wasn't sure if they were gonna gig it hard, but you know what? Yeah, it deserved the 9.6 that it got, unfortunately. But I souped Pete up, souped him up, man. Sorry, Pete. He doesn't even know that I have a channel though, so he's not watching. But 9.6 on that. But you know what? He'll be happy. He'll be happy with that. 2 9.6s and a 9.8. Books from the 90s. Hey, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna show Louis' books, which they're now my books. I'm gonna show them once they come up. But first, let's look at this. Path of the Planeswalker. Okay. What is this? Oh man, so happy to get this. Manny Talavera got me into this. Path of the Planeswalker, okay? He didn't know about this book, but he said, hey, you know, it'd be good if you find out what's the first appearance of Liliana Vess in comics. So I did some research and I came up with this. This was a free comic book day type. Ashcan preview. See that? Now sometimes these comic shops, they put a sticker or their information there or a stamp. You want to pick it up obviously without that stamp, I would imagine, right? I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want that stamp myself, but you know, I tried getting this baby in a pre-screen 9.8 multiple times. Multiple books that I've sent. I never received it. They always fail in 9.8. Mr. Kendra got it to a 9.8. What brings me to the next point where You know, what do I do with my failures? Sometimes I send them back to get, for my failures in pre-screen, I send them back to see if I can get, you know, see if they can hit 9.8 a second shot after a press. Luckily, this one hit it because I've never seen a 9.8 in this. Well, nobody ever really had a reason to send this for a 9.8, really. But this might become something. Magic the Gathering. It's got 2 first appearances. It's Liliana Vess and this guy right there who is Garuk. So when they come out with the show, we'll see if these 2 show up. Now, this was a preview for this. This was a graphic novel for Magic the Gathering. And this was the preview, much like the Halo preview, except the Halo was actually a comic book in comic book size. And that one was the Ash Can. Very happy. Manny Talavera, thank you, sir. We'll see if that book goes somewhere. I have some other books that hopefully will come back, also 9.8s, that I sent out, and other submissions as well. I was hoping this one would come with a 9.8. It didn't. I think this was like a 1 in 100 for Ultimate Avengers 2. Alright, I just like the cover. This was only a cover buy. That's all it was. Only a cover buy. Let me see what it says. Punisher appearance. Nah. This has a cameo in the back of the Black Hulk. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna check to see if it's a 9.4. It's for a reason, but it's a great cover. Ghost Rider cover. Too bad 9.4. I didn't pay much for it, but damn. You know what? I said I wasn't gonna look, but what the heck? I am gonna look. Okay, usually it's the corners. And who knows, man? It could have been something inside, a rib page or something. I don't see anything that makes this baby a 9.4. Nah. Heck is that? No, it's a slab. Yeah, I don't know. Still a nice cover, but this will be sold. That will be sold to hopefully get my money back. Let's get to the next one. What's this here? Oh, okay. This is the first binary. This came from, I think this came from my PC. First binary. Look, nobody likes the current Miss Marvel. What's her name? Not Carol Danvers. I'm talking about the actress. For some reason, people don't like her. I think she's alright, man, but I don't know. Something about her people just don't like at all. You know what? I'll take a 9.6. This is a book from 1982. A 9.6. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, here's another one that came from the PC. Let's take this one out. Ooh, took a hit on this one. Yeah, took a hit on this one. Alright, this one is Captain America Annual number 8. One of the great Wolverine covers. Look at that. Adamantium against adamantium. Pah! Yeah. It's a great Mike Zeck cover. But it came back, oh boy, 8.5. This came from the PC. You know what? I knew this wasn't going to be a 9.8, so I wasn't tripping. But Yeah, I was hoping maybe a 9.2. Maybe it can get upgraded to a 9.2, or maybe it had too much foxing. It does appear. So 8.5. It'll be sold. It will be sold to the highest bidder. Alright, let's go to some of the Blue Marvels. These are going to be Blue Marvels from, I got these from YouTube. 9.2, never received a 9.8 in a number 2 through a number 4. I did receive 2 9.8s in a number 5. But this is another number 4. That's a 9.2. Good thing about these books is that I really don't care. Well, no, I do care about the grade, but it's still a very rare book. This number 4 is under 10,000 in print run. Under 10,000. So even if you get an 8.5 in this, it's going to have some value when the Blue Marvel becomes something. But even now, I could probably still sell it for a profit. Next one. Yeah, you know what? Better. 9.6. Still didn't get a 9.8 on it though. For number 3. Let's see. I think I sent more of those. Maybe not. Marvel Team Up 6.5. Yeah, but you know what? I'm okay with it. 78. I knew this was a low grade. Okay, this was going to be mid grade. This came from the PC. This was read multiple times by me. And this is the first appearance of Captain Britain in a Marvel comic. Let me see if it says his first U.S. appearance in Captain Britain. Yeah, that's it. U.S. appearance in a Marvel comic. Yeah, because he had the UK appearances. But first appearance of Arcade and Miss Lark. Origin of Captain Britain retold. Okay. Yeah. This was when Chris Claremont and John Byrne were doing Marvel team-ups. This is when I first got into the Marvel team-ups, man. John Byrne and Chris Claremont did some fantastic stories. My favorite one was number 70 with the mighty Thor against the living monolith. Alright. This one here. Oof. I would have wanted a higher grade on this, but I think this one's still sell, even a 7.5. I might put this in an auction on my comic shop. First appearance of Midnight Man. You know, it's a shame. The guy that is playing Midnight Man died in an accident. The actor that's playing him died in an accident. It's terrible, man. Freaking terrible. But this one came back 7.5. God bless him and his family. Alright. See this one. Yeah, this one, another one that came from the PC. I was hoping for a 9.8, 9.4 on this. This is the first appearance of Shriek. That will be sold. Yeah, so far not so good, right? Not so good. I got so many 9.6s on this book. It's unbelievable. So many 9.6s. This is the cover A, regular cover A, 9.6. Would have loved another 9.8. That was not to be. Oh, here it is. Here's another one, okay? Alright. You've seen me have multiple of these now with 9.8s. I do have 2 of them that are being checked in with my comic shop, 9.8s right now. The variant cover and this one. This one will be going out to them as well pretty soon, probably this week. Yeah, I was specking hard on this from a while ago, actually. But I'm glad I'm getting these back now, you know. Timing is good, finally. Finally, I get good timing on it. you obviously saw the Illuminati. It's going to be the Illuminati and Doctor Strange. Now, the Illuminati, they don't have to be the same team that you see there. Matter of fact, when you see the trailer, I thought when I saw the guy walking, it looked like he had a sword in the back, like it looked like Blade. To me, it looked like Blade. I wonder why would Blade be part of the Illuminati, though. Some people are saying that's the Black Panther, probably, which it could also be the Black Panther. All right. I know that Thorough, in his, he did one of his shows, he said that it might be Blade, and that's who I thought at first it was, Blade. But the teams don't have to be the same, and you have to think that the Illuminati will survive at the end of this, because why would they just bring them in for a one-shot? Can't do that, man. You can't bring the Illuminati in for one shot, because they have to face the Hulk. They could also bring in other characters with the Illuminati, like the Molecule Man. But yeah, no, Illuminati could work. They could work out in Marvel Comics. I got this book recently. I got this in a local show. This is a variant, Green Lantern 25, 9.2. I'll take that. I'll take that, because I don't have too much into this book. Atrocitus is the big bad in this one. But you know what? I'll take that. Green Lantern 25, 9.2. I ended up getting this from Jaguar Chakot. So one of his shows, he was high on this book, and I said, you know what, I'll go after that variant. I saw that variant in that show, and went after that. Let's go with this one here. Oh, okay. Invincible Iron Man #1. Ooh, this one might be a loss for me. Yeah, this one might be a loss. 9.0 on a modern book. 2017. What went wrong here, man? Wait. What went wrong on this one? Shoot. I don't see 9.0, at least not from the front so far. Let's see the back. Again, it could be a page inside that's torn or ripped. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, that's it right there. You see that? If you look hard enough, you're probably liable to find it. Not that I remember that myself, but in its current condition, certainly a 9.0. Certainly. Let's see. Okay. I think the rest. Let me see. Okay, no. Here's another one. I think I'm going to show the rest in one shot, because they're the ones that I bought from Louis. This one I didn't, though. This one I was hoping for a 9.8, because I don't know what a 9.6 would go for. Tremendous cover with Omega Red, though. This is the #5. And actually, Pete gave me this book, because even though I have multiple copies of these, I thought this one was a good shot at a 9.8 and with a press, but I was wrong. 9.6. All right, let's do Louis' books, which are now my books. Let's see if I can start making some of my money back. The $1,650. Now, reminder that it's $1,650 for the raw books, but now I'm spending $35 and change to grade them, and so significantly more. Okay, let's look at them. Okay, so out of this small collection that I bought for $1,650, I sent 7 books out to get graded from this batch, and 2 more to get graded on another batch. The other 2 are a little bit bigger books because they're Batman 232 and Batman 244. So I need to squeeze out, to get my money back, around $250 per slab on the average. So you tell me how I did, okay? Definitely not gonna do it from this first one. This one is a 9.2, first appearance of Apocalypse. Now I sent the books out that I thought were slab worthy. Okay, so yeah, not the best grade on this, okay, but still something that is sought after by, there's a ton of X-Men fans, and not everybody could afford a 9.8. However, this would probably only go for, if I can get $125 for it, I'll be happy. If I can get $125, more than likely I'll probably end up listing it for like $100. I'm not sure yet, but this one will be going out to get sold. Most of these will be going out to get sold. Okay, this one will be going out to get sold. There are over 21,000 Spawn number 1s regular edition at CGC, they graded already, and more than half of them are 9.8. So you got over 11,000 9.8s in Spawn. So really, the ones that have the most value are the newsstands. The newsstands are the ones that you really, the serious collectors, those are the ones that they want. Now, Spawn, like the X-Men, has a ton of fans, so this book always sells. It's like an ATM, all right? If you put it out for the right price. If I put this out for $400, it'll never sell. It just won't. At least not until something good happens with Spawn, anyway. But this is probably about a $200 book. Maybe I can get $250 for it. Maybe, I doubt it though. More than likely around a $200 book, I would say. I've seen it go for less even. The funny thing is that the 9.6 also, doesn't go for that much more than the 9.8. Like, you could probably get a 9.6 for like $100 or less, and the 9.8 maybe $175 to $250 on the average. So we'll see what we can get with this. Those will be sold. This one will also be sold. This is a book that was going for a high price at one point, but because of the show, sometimes the shows hurt it, man. That's what happened to this. Preacher. First season was actually really good for the Preacher, but then after that, they kind of messed it up. This show would have been great on HBO or something like that. Like HBO Max would have loved to have this book, this property anyway, I should say, for their HBO Max. And who knows, maybe they'll ask for it maybe later. I don't know, but yeah, after the first season, I didn't really like the rest of the seasons. So now, yeah, this book took a major dive. So for any Preacher fans, yeah, the market's down on it. So Preacher, I think this will probably go, if I'm lucky, for $300. If I'm lucky. Would I even sell it at $300? I probably have to, just to get some of my money back. Here's a book that I love. Okay, this is one I love. Ghost in the Shell. Why though? Why? This one will be going probably in the PC. Probably. This is going to be a hard book for me to sell, even though I don't believe this goes for much. Okay. I'll show you why, though. The Standard Catalog of Comic Books, 2005 edition. This is Ghost in the Shell. This is early Dark Horse Comics. 8,900 circulation. This is for Cap City orders. Was there a second distributor? I don't think so. For Dark Horse, I gotta think not. Okay. If anybody knows, please put it in the message boards. But I have to think that print run is probably on the dot. I would have to think. Now keep in mind, it does say in the book that could be only 15% of the print run, because especially if you don't see a second distributor, right? It was early Dark Horse, right? 1995 is early Dark Horse. So yeah, I just don't think there was more than that. So I gotta, you know what, matter of fact, let's look at CGC. Let's see what CGC says for this. Yeah, this has to be the correct print run, 8,900, because total CGC graded Ghost in the Shell, 259 total for a modern book. 104 9.8s. There are none higher. I'll take that. I'll take it. This goes into the PC without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, let's see how much it goes for on eBay. Ouch. I looked at that and I'm like, wait a second, 103 bucks. Yeah, but this is the 1995 Wizard Ashcan edition. Came with a Wizard magazine. Only $103 that went for. Holy crap. Look, this is a CBCS 9.8. Didn't sell for $334. That was in February. I think CBCS does themselves a disservice by giving out so many 9.9s. They should not do that, man, because it's perception. You know, it's the perception of the collector. Why dilute your service like that? I don't even look at a 9.9 CBCS and think it's a 9.9. I'm thinking that's a 9.8 CGC. Of course, a lot of people dislike CGC, but the truth is the collectors will pay more for the CGC slab than they will for the CBCS slab, and that's a fact. If you look at almost any book in a 9.8, that will be a fact. And you know, CGC, with all the books that I've sent in, not too many 9.9s that I'm getting, you know. 3 9.9s in my career of sending out to CGC, and they've been modern books and for that time. And yeah, you know, other people send out current books and get, you know, 2 or 3 9.9s in their submissions. You know, Scaff gets like 1 or 2 9.9s in every submission he has for CBCS, and that is not good for CBCS in my opinion. But anyway, $449 is not bad. That is not bad. I'll take it. However, I am not selling mine. That will go into the PC, even though oh man, I do need the money. I do need the money. I'll show you some of the other books that came out though. Next one up, Black Panther. This one is a bronze book, 1977. Yeah, baby. Black Panther number 1, 9.2. I actually thought this would be a little bit higher, but 9.2 for a book from 1977 with this significance. Not so bad. Believe it or not, this actually does not go for much money. Okay, doesn't go for much. 9.6. Every single Marvel Secret Wars #8 that I've had, I've sold, and I've sold many a 9.8s. And I'm gonna sell this one too. 9.6 that came out. I gotta sell this because this another book, like it's like an ATM. You know, you put it out for a fair price, and it will sell quick. Direct edition, and yeah, this one is gonna get me a little bit of cash. Back. And the coup de grace. Evil Ernie #1. Evil Ernie #1. This is the first appearance of Evil Ernie, but also the first appearance of Lady Death. And I've wanted this book from him for so long. Look at the circulation for that baby. 2,500. That says 40, right? I think. All right. One distributor as well. I have to think that that's correct. So under 3,000 print run for Evil Ernie. I have to think that's correct. Okay, have to. I'll take a 9.4 on it. I thought this would be around a 9.2. I was hoping for a 9.4. Luckily, I got it. And look at the back cover. Very solid back cover there. Yeah, this goes into the PC. Another book also that doesn't really go for as much as you would think it would go for a book that's this rare. Probably I would say a 9.4, $500, $600 book maybe. $500 to $600 book. But it's rarity. It's the rarity of the book that really gets you. You know, in the significance of the book, really. You know, there's only certain books in this era, right, that were independent, that can qualify as iconic pieces. You know, Evil Ernie, Primer #2. Maybe iconic is not the right word for it, but you know, pieces that you would remember. You know, The Crow. Yeah, this one's out there. This one's one of them also. Ghost in the Shell. Hey, this is this is the haul for this week. I don't think I'm getting anything else this week, by the way. But this is the haul. This is the haul. I'm happy with it. All right. Later, my dudes.